Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. City Skylines, part 5, I'm thinking. I hope you're all doing well. Changes. Might not look like it, but changes. Good things and bad things. And I did say I wanted to get over here. I didn't quite make it. I started. But you saw at the very beginning, we did manage to get up to 34,000 people. Actually, we ended up, I think, near 37 at the end, at least toward the end. So here we go. Gonna zoom in, show you the changes. This is a pedestrian area. Comes with plazas and promenades, not green cities. I did not know that. So I just got rid of all of the offices and put in a little plaza. So just this area here is walkable. Oh, I hate that building. I plunked it down and walked away. It's not bad. It was kind of fun. So there are places to live and shop here. And I believe on the outskirts, it's in the walking area, but like this is offices. And then in the interior is shops. And then down here is places to live. So I did bring the trees back here and here. And the road system is slightly different, but it's working. You'll notice it's not all... Oh, wow, I always do that. I keep forgetting to... Maybe I should put it on 3 since it's so slow, and then it will look normal. So here's my plaza. I had to get rid of taxis. I know it's always been a quirky asset to this game. You're going to hear the sump pump going off every few seconds. Our backyard is flooded. We had torrential rains all day yesterday, all night long. I know you're not interested in the weather, but I'm just letting you know I can't keep pausing for the sump pump. It's doing its job. I worked on the render it, the lighting. I think it looks a little bit better. I know it's still kind of... But for my eyes, it's a lot healthier. Now here's our second change. This used to be our industry office area. And I just came back in and I reworked the road system. These are all 4 lanes with the pretty tree down the middle. I gave them a big plaza in the center here with parking. And this is all, well, no, it's not. No, it's not. I was going to say all offices. It's not. I left a bit of industry here. These are dark green, dark blue on the inside, and then offices surrounding it. For noise purposes, none of the dark green has come in yet. So all you see is the dark blue on the interior and the offices surrounding. All the green spaces where the dark green is supposed to be, we have 0 demand. My demand is way off. But you will notice it looks like they're parking on this road, and I don't care for that, so I'm going to have to get rid of it. Yeah, they're parking all over the place. And what kills me about this is it's not people who live in my city, it's tourists. And I wish that they would fix game mechanics like that. I think it's ridiculous. Your traffic is gummed up because of tourism. Your roads are gummed up because of tourism. So I'm very confused as to why I have to build a city around tourism as opposed to building a beautiful place for my citizens to enjoy. That I don't get. This is reworked, as you can tell. Let me zoom out just a tick. Well, that was supposed to be a tad. I gave underground to go this way and out. I think I already showed you that, but this I reworked because we came over this way. I do have 2 tiles available to me, if that's what you call the block space land. I have not bought anything yet. But I did rework this. It was getting very nasty in this area here. And I know it's because of freight, which, by the way, if you'll notice, has calmed down quite a bit because we have the other area where they can go to the other cargo terminal. I think I need to put one down at farming, but this, because you can't drive through here, they were all coming through here. As you can see, they're doing it again. And I don't know if this is, nope, that's moving vehicles. It's still kind of bad, but it's better than it was, believe me. And then this was our second bad area here. So I came in and I just got rid of everything around here. All the businesses, all the houses, I got rid of it all. And I left them a cemetery, fire station, and police. Put in a new water tower and a roundabout. The reason I am not a fan of roundabouts is that I don't like the mechanics of it, and if this makes any sense, I hope it does. The stopping and going is what gums up the works when it comes to the outer areas. Everybody gets backed up here because someone's sitting here waiting for someone to come on. And so the whole thing gets messed. It just doesn't make any sense. Now, I watched a Biffa video today, and he has them stopped here, 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 and here, so that these guys can go through. I've done that several times, and it still doesn't work. They still stop in the roundabout. And I've checked my TMPE, I've checked all of my settings, and it says go, but they don't. They just don't do it. And that is why I don't care for roundabouts. That's the only reason. Now, you may or may not notice, I took this whole section here. All of this in this area, and I believe this area here, are wall to wall. I don't know where I got that from, but I have wall to wall now, and I like the look of it. A lot better than those too many high rises, right? I also don't care for how small this looks. I don't know how to explain it. I don't really care for this all over the place, and I don't really like, maybe it's just not a good mix. But I felt like I had done this way too soon. So I figure maybe it would look better since we're coming over this way. This is new as well. This is all office and dark green and dark blue. So is this. And then here's our new, where I said I wanted to build a little farming community, and it turned into a little bit bigger. But these guys have a high-rise ban. So I added the community first, and then I came over with this. It's just a little farming community, nothing exciting. They're all light green and light blue. But I did give them a bit bigger roads. And then all of the offices and dark blue are over here. No dark green, because this is supposed to be a farm community. And then, as I filled this out, I thought I would come in here where our other oil is, and I thought, should I put a couple derricks in? I suppose I still could, but I didn't. I chose to make a park, a city park, just to leave it the way it is. And it's a tough one. I could not believe, I'm not even exaggerating here. Within a half hour, this had reached 5 stars, and there were over 15,000 visitors. The problem with it was that this little thing here, this is the main gate, cars just kept popping up and going, and it was a madhouse. This was so jammed up that the road, I ended up removing this because I couldn't take it anymore. Traffic was down to 62%. It was backed up all the way to our original roundabout here. There you are. from all of this, it was backed up in both directions here. All of this was just dark, dark red, straight to our entrance here. And then nobody was using this, which stopped here. So I came around and I gave them another way to get back over here. No one's using it. They're still not using it. The game mechanics that I wish they would focus on instead of all the other stuff. It's ridiculous. If you think about it from a logically realistic standpoint, I would certainly take the out of the way to get back home if I knew it was free and clear. I know a lot of people would do that too. But the game is saying, nope, just the shortest route. And the shortest route isn't always the best. That looks pretty bad, doesn't it? This one, not so bad. This one, yikes. Well, it was a gap stop effort. I can go back in and fix that. But anyway, this is at 5 stars. Our farm is at 5 stars. Our oil is at 5 stars. I did not think that this was pretty laughable for a city park, but apparently the game thinks it's cool. I gotta come back in and do a little bit more detailing. I was just plunking down things that they gave me. But I'm very happy now that I have different types of gazebos. So yeah, our little farm community here is cute. Everybody seems happy. It's already at the lime green stage as far as land value goes. So I'm happy with it. I put this vertical farm in here as well. Gave them a old-timey cemetery, but they do have crematoriums dotted throughout. More parking. I think this is, I'm telling you right now, I think that this is what's driving the tourism. And I do not have prefer parks checked off. I think I mentioned that before. I used to do that because it helped with land value, but at the same time, it drew in so much outside traffic that I personally do not want. I reworked the road here. I gave the bus depot a bus route this way, and there are no cars allowed in here. Everybody was cheating, and I can't remember if it was this road or both of them, but they were using this route to get back here and this route here to get on the expressway. And all of my poor trucks were backed up, and all of my businesses were saying, hey, where are our goods? So no cars are allowed in here. I hope that's okay. Then I came over here, tried my best. You'll notice I reworked the train. I had it way over here because I was working on this. But since I'm going to be working in this area, I figured let's have it follow. Now here's the thing. I would definitely have it come this way. And we're going to have to move this at some point. But the cutoff is right about here for the land. So I can't get to this to make it do that. We haven't bought this square yet. It comes like this. It goes all the way down to about here and then goes straight. You can see the line. Tried smoothing out the land again, and we got some lumpy bumpies here, but I'm going to deal with this. I'm thinking what I should do is make a berm straight from this side of the expressway, because we already got our hill here, and just put a berm all the way down for noise barrier. So this should be high, and then the rest of it. Oh, we got another log I can move. And I don't like how this is happening, because once we open up this square, this is going to be a problem. So I'm not going to build up to that point. I'm going to try and just center around here for now. And then we'll work on that when we open it. And then, oh, I reworked this. If you don't like it, I apologize. This is just something I was goofing around while I was trying to think what I'm going to do here. And I kept lifting it, and because I think it looks kind of cool. We have to lower this. This is where our ore is, and we've got to get in there. Because at the moment, we're importing it, and that's costing us money. And this, just want it down. I cannot stand that. That is so ugly. So I kind of lumpy-bumpied it a bit and then made it come down. I just didn't have a chance to go in and use the smooth it part. And I'm going to add rocks, of course. Maybe even a path we could get kind of a trail going through here. Nature reserve. Fishies! I don't know why I always forget I have this, but I'm sorry, this is adorable. And you're not going to believe what is underneath this water. For the first time in the history of this game, it's all salmon and tuna. There isn't a shellfish or a anchovy in sight. So I'm pleased with this because you have to start out with just a generic fishing thing that catches whatever is in the water. And I'm catching tuna and salmon. Who wouldn't want to eat that? So these cuties go this way under my bridge because we have to like skim the shore for the salmon, and then all of this is tuna. Must be deep here. So these adorables go this way and come back, and these adorables go this way and come back. I love my fishers. They're so cute. Don't go in the water. I don't know. What do you think? Does this look horrible? I want to pretty it up. I want to get some rocks and different kinds of trees and paths. And then I put down the fish factory here, and our fish market is in here somewhere. I think it's in here. Yep, there's our fish market. So it's kind of close to our walking area, which is ideally, I think, where it should be. I really hope that I could put it here. But I have to figure out a way to rework these paths, and I like these paths because they're used quite extensively. So at the moment, our fish market is here. The fish factory is over here. Now, the last thing I believe I have to show you is our new industry area. My goal was to get rid of this and bring it over here, but I don't think that that's going to work. I kind of like the idea of the cargo hub with a bit of industry here, so I put our warehouses, hopefully strategically, and then this is all that's left of industry. On this side, I believe these are offices, and then we're going to leave the industry here. So I brought the bulk of it over our bridge here, which I think looks a lot better than some. And I brought over all of our dirties. So we have our sewage. Yes, I needed this much. I might even need one more. And I finally have the nuclear power plant, which helps, and our garbage. Well, actually, there's 3 here. I have these dotted throughout because they do not pollute. They do make noise. I think the noise is 50, but they don't pollute. So I'm pretty sure I have 6 of these in total. 6, they're called recycling incinerator plants or something. Oil is at 5. I added a factory. I cannot tell you what it's called, but there's a factory here. The rest of the factories need ore because we're not making... I think the only thing we're making is plastic. We need glass and paper, and I can't remember what ore makes, but we need those products. I know I could plunk them down and have imports, but we're not making a whole lot of money. So we've got to get over here and open up the ore. There's actually quite a bit more of it than I had assumed, and I think it's just this dark hill that's throwing off my color, the eyes. The eyes are old. So I had said we were going to buy this square, and then I said I wanted to wait for 34 to buy these 2 squares, and now it's like, do I really need one other than our ore? So should I just buy the... Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. If I bought this one and this one, that would end our area here, I believe. So I'm going to have to look into that again. That is everything that I did up to this point. I hope everybody's satisfied. I hope you guys like... Oh, well, I'm so sorry. Let's quickly look at our stats. Oh boy, we're in the hole again. We were making money up to, I believe it said 28,000. It was great. We did gain our population. And I'm afraid to do this. When I left last night, traffic was down to 69%. Oh, okay. Well, it's still this area here, straight through the center. But I'm hoping I know they need exits. I know they need a lot. We just can't go here. We can't go out this way. We can't go over here. We can't, I'm doing the best I can. But there are better ways to get around, and I think that's what's helping. This is bus traffic. I know it is. And I don't know, did I mention earlier that I had to get rid of the taxis? They're kind of goofing up again. I had the depot in Industry, and then I had stands dotted all over the place near where the bus routes were. None of them were working. Not a single one. They always said 0 out of 7 or 10, however many they offer. And one other thing I might as well mention. Let's go here. Might as well. Didn't mean to say that. Okay, well, oh dear. How do I... Oh, hello? There we go. Our bus routes. I have hubs like this, and then one here. I'm going to have to get one over here eventually. But they're all connected in some form. So these guys can get over here, and these guys can get over here, these guys can get over here, and everybody can get over here to go to work. They're all connected. The problem is, even not using generic, I'm pretty sure a majority of these are the 80 passenger bendy buses, and they still need 30 just to pick up everybody. Throws me off, because if that many people are using my buses, why are there so many more people in cars? Especially if I said prefer bikes and the free transportation. Both of them say that it decreases traffic, and neither of them are working. That could be another glitch, which I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting to mention this, and then this is way back in my last series using Azure. I know that my issues had everything to do with the game update. What I should have done was be patient. I just had no idea how long it would take them to fix those types of glitches. And I was in a bit of a panic, like, well, how am I supposed to continue doing this if everything's broken? So that's why I decided to start this new city. And then you will notice there are still a few unresolved glitches. The taxis, the line breaking. Someone mentioned on an overcharged egg video, or was it Biffa's, in the comments, that they're having issues with the tram, metro, or something like that. If you include one item, the vehicle that it's used, it gets just to the station and then just vanishes. So there's things like that going on that I'm aware of, but I'm not going to quit on this city. I'm going to trudge ahead and hope that they one by one resolve all of these. I'm not using any ferries or anything at the moment, but I was watching City Planner Plays. He's still reworking Verde Beach. He put in a new harbor with the cruise ships, and I could have swore that one of the updated features was that the team had reworked the spawn count for airplanes, boats, cruises, all that stuff. The minute he set up his cruise line, he kind of tilted the camera a bit, and you could see on the horizon the cruise ships just lined up. They were coming in 3 and 4 at a time. I think that's crazy. I thought they fixed this, but apparently not. Unless they fixed it and it's glitching and it's just not working right. All right, sorry about that. That's everything. I hope you guys like my progress. And we're going to be going here. I've got to let this go. I have to move on. But as you can tell, all we are have a demand for is industry. So I'm going to put a bunch more here, and then we're moving on, and I'm going to build another community here. I am not quite sure what I want to do as far as fanciness goes. I just feel like this isn't enough people to warrant a metro, and I could be wrong. But I do believe it's time that we got in passenger rail and metro, and then kind of bring it all around. I do have 2 tiles. I think we should get our ore going and maybe open this one. I'm happy with the way things are here. I think I can live with this for now, but I don't know. I reserve the right to change my mind at any moment. I will apologize one last time for the sump pump. Thank you kindly for sticking with me to the end. I really appreciate that. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves. Have an absolutely fabulous day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.